Hi friends, it's Sunny. So the figure that we're going to look at today is an International Waltz Gold turning lock to right. Love this figure. So we'll cover man's part, we'll cover ladies' part, some common mistakes, and simple fixes to help this figure look and feel better for you today. So let's start out with the man's part. We're going to enter in from a natural spin turn. It's the most comfy way for a girl to enter in, regardless of the partner's skill level. You could go from an outside spin. There's some other options, but we'll do natural spin turn since that's most comfortable at all skill levels. I'll show down line of dance, and then we'll break it down. Natural, spin turn, turning lock, and the exit is promenade. And leads, for social dancing, I would definitely do a chasse out of there. For competitive dancing, I would suggest a weave from promenade. We do have some other options, like a left whisk, but they're not going to have the mojo and smoothness of this transition, so I'm just going to exit in promenade and let you take over and suggest a chasse or a weave from promenade from there. Okay, let's talk about man's footwork, and I'll go line of dancing this way, okay? I just finished my spin turn. Leads, I recommend over-rotating the spin turn. So strong, strong, left side lead. Here's our lock portion. Right toe, left toe, hook in front, right toe. Swing the left side in and exit diag center in promenade position. Now I'm going to show down line of dance coming right at you. So we're going to do our natural turn, our spin turn. We're going to over-rotate this puppy. Keep on rotating. That way she knows, ooh, something different's coming up. Side and slightly forward. This will be inside your partner. You've got to get between your partner's feet. So don't think down line, down line, down line. That'll run away from your partner. Be very hard to follow. So forward and back. The right toe. Small hook in front. Another common mistake I see is a big hook. We're going to do an eensy-weensy hook. And make sure to turn out the feet so they're not to her, they're not backwards. We have turn out. Okay? Our right foot has turn out as well. Drag the inside edge. Stay low until you're at your ending angle. This could be down line of dance, could be diag center. We'll show diag center exit today because that's easiest and most comfortable for your girl to follow. I'm just sharing that from your lady's perspective. And we'll scoop out in promenade position. And your next step, whatever it is going to go through in promenade on your right heel. You have a number of options there. Okay, now I'll show down line of dance going this way. We just finished that spin turn. We're going to keep rotating, strong left side lead. Locking step. Make sure to go forward, slightly forward into the floor and not to the wall. And then swing the left side through in promenade. Okay? So, leads, make sure to finish with your head left of your butt in promenade and don't drag the girl behind. Push her in front of you, so that'll look like this. Step hook, leave her behind, leave her behind, leave her behind. Think about shoving her ahead of you in promenade, not behind you. And think about pulling her with the left hand instead of pushing her behind with the right arm. Okay, it's your job to get in front of your girl there, not her job to get behind you. I'll show that heading down line of dance this way. Step, hook, shove her in front of you, in front of you, in front of you, in front of you. Here. Not step, hook, take her behind you. That leaves her uncomfortably in your armpit. Next suggestion, leads, make sure your shoulders are parallel with your ending angle that you want. So I know he's going to go down line or diag center based on his shoulder angle. So step, hook. If I want to head down line, I stop my shoulders here. If I wanted to head diag wall, I stop the shoulders here. If I want to head to diag center, I stop the shoulders here. This is what we're doing today. Okay. couple easy suggestions for you. I'll cover your footwork first and then some simple fixes. I'll show that whole sequence from our spin turn. That's the second half of the spin turn. Here's our turning off to right. 1 and 2, 3. And for today's purposes, we'll do a chasse, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So I'll show heading down line of dance this way, ladies. And we'll pretend we finished the spin turn portion. Toe, hook behind with the right toe, forward on a left toe. And then we're gonna spin, 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 and exit in promenade. I'll show that again. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? Now we'll show down line of dance this way. And I'll show from the second half of the spin turn. Forward, spin around. I never want to lose connection. That's a rotational figure, ladies, so I'm going to over-follow it. I'm going to keep on rotating, 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 rotating. Strong left side connection. Down the line. Close the feet, so pull with the inside edge and rise out on 2 toes. This will be a tiny step in promenade. And then my next step is my big zooming moneymaker. Zoom, okay? And then I zoom out. So ladies, first suggestion for you. I want my head into the wind on that lock. So head, head, head. I see a lot of head blowing back in the wind is what I call it. That would look like this. And that ends up falling behind him and he's gonna be really afraid to have a nice big flight for you. So this would be similar motion to a chasse to the right. I'm gonna really drive hard down line of dance. I do that by pushing off my back leg. Push, 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 and I'm staying lower than my partner. If I'm up too high in my legs and I'm pulling, you're gonna end up, it'll kind of be textbook correct with heels and toes, but be squatty and not shapy and not powerful. So push, 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 and then squeeze, and this step is small. And then I can zoom out. And my weave or my chasse or whatever comes next from promenade position. Okay, ladies, my next big request, 99% of the ladies turn their heads too early. That would look like this. I'll show down line of dance this way. 1 and 2, 3. And you end up with your hips behind the partner and your head ahead of the partner. So if your partner complains she's not with me, you're probably with him. You're just turning the head a little early. So I'll show that correct. 1 and keep the head left. That'll help keep your hips to him. And then delay. I don't complete my head until step 1 of the next figure. I'll show that going into you. So I'm heading, here's my turning lock to right, my gold turning lock. Step, hook behind, drive down line, stay low, and I don't complete the head until the next figure. Okay, that's gonna help him feel you there with him and help you dance up with a lot bigger swing. Ladies, we always wanna stay lower than our partner, okay? We always wanna look outside of our hands, so if you're in closed position here or outside of partner, I wanna look outside of the hand, not inside. So I'll show that into you. Here's the lock, looking outside of hand, down line of dance. Here would be not so competitive. Okay. And then when I turn to promenade, same thing. I would look outside of the hand. I'll show it going this way, it'll be easiest to see. Looking outside, 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 and I turn to outside, so not inside. This is not promenade. We don't want to look between our hands. Especially for lady, I want to look outside of the hands. And I want to give a very strong right side lead. He's naturally a little less flexible than you, but you can always compensate for that, especially at the lower levels of competition by giving extra right side lead. And a little cheat I use, ladies, is I never let him sacrifice my back line. If his hands come too far forward into you, I repel him with the elbows. I never let him take my elbows behind me. That'll break your top line. As long as your elbows are ahead of your face, it's going to be easier to keep what I call laser beams high. So I'm shooting lasers out of my elbows. My lasers are always going up to the sky, regardless of what part of the figures I'm in. If you allow him to shove your elbow behind, you'll end up with lasers pointing into the floor. It's also helpful feedback for him. If he sees that you open away, or you're way low behind him, he'll get better feedback to know, oh, I need to take my hand back a little bit. If you just allow your top line to be floppy, he won't get that feedback to help him dance his best. So that is our gold turning walk to right. I hope that's been helpful. Those are some easy fixes we can do. If you liked today's video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. And if you have any requests for future topics you'd like me to look at, shoot me a note and I will definitely post those for you. Thanks for watching and joining me today. Miss you, love you, see you soon. Bye-bye.